Girl, you better can't cook. Think you know you pay your pretty look. You want to live a restaurant and come done man bank book. Cook, recipe book. Why in the kitchen cause you and them no look. You better cook. Think you know you pay your pretty looks. You want to live a restaurant.
Okay guys, today we are going to cook the double hitter soup. I call it double hitter because it's so much ingredients, and I'm starting here to showing you the type of noodles that I will be using. This is the pumpkin. I cannot cook soup without it. I really have to always cook soup with that. Right here we have the carrots. These are some jumbo carrots and the pumpkin. Look how nice and red, juicy, rich that pumpkin is. This sweet potato, I'm not gonna use it, but you can. This is called coco. I love coco in my soup. And they call this the coyote, but we call it choco. All right, so all of this, and see the little yellow yam right there. Now let's move over to the meat. This is a smoked turkey neck. Yes, it gives the soup a nice smell. And we move over to the chicken back. Ooh, chicken back. I just can't cook soup without chicken back when I'm cooking chicken soup. And the chicken foot. A lot of people don't like chicken foot, but chicken foot tastes really, really good. Just take the toes off. Remember to do that. All right, so this is the board that I'm going to cut off my chicken toes. Now we have the beef neck bone. So it's very bony. And that's a perfect part of the beef to make your soup. Yes, so all of this will be in the soup today. I can't wait to taste that. Now we have our green onion that we call scallion. We have the thyme, and we have these luscious scochbonet pepper. The green one is always good to use because it gives more flavor. All right, so, and these are pimento seeds. You must, because it gives the soup a nice flavor. It's called the allspice, but we call it pimento seeds. Okay, so we are so ready to start prepping the meat. All right, so we have our dish ready here, full with water and vinegar. And our pot ready here. Just need to fill it with water and to put all those great ingredients. Yes. So let's move along. I'm going to start cutting up the meat. This is the beef neck bone. I'm speeding up the video a little bit because I don't want it to be kind of long and drawn out. But this is the meat, the beef neck bone, and I'm just going to put it in the water as well to wash it. All right, and here I have the chicken foot. I already cut them up and put them there. I just didn't want to, drawn out the video, but I already cut off the toes, and this is just everything together. All right, and I chop up the chicken foot that way, it can cook quicker. So yeah, this is all ready to go. Now I'm going to show you how I cut up my vegetables. We call it the food for the soup. This is the pumpkin, and we're going to go ahead and pumpkin is kind of hard to cut up. The skin is very, very hard. So you always have to be careful when you cut the pumpkin, because when you peel the pumpkin, because you can cut yourself if you don't be careful. Because the skin of it is very, very hard. Some people cook it with the skin. I don't like to cook it with the skin because I don't like to taste the skin in my soup. Yes. So you have to clean out the middle there, and those are seeds in the middle. So you don't want to cook your pumpkin with the seeds. Now I have my little hand cutter. You have to be very careful with it because that razor is very sharp. Yes. So I'm pretty much cutting up the pumpkins. They're going to be nice and flat and very easy to cook when you cut them, nice and flat. You see how flat they came out? Awesome. Yeah, and now we move on to the carrots. I love those big chunky carrots because they give more flavor, and I just like those big chunks of carrot. You need to scrape it first. You can't just cut it up and put it in the soup. You have to scrape, you know, the top layer of the skin off, and then you just wash it. And now you can cut it in two, or you can cut it like with 4 cubes. But I like to cut it in two because I like my carrots chunks bigger. And I'm going to use my same little hand cutting board and slice the carrots. Yep, nice and flat and big. That's how I like them. Yep, so that's what we're doing right now. All right, so move on to the coyote. We call it choco in Jamaica. Yes, choco. You see the inside? That's a heart. Right there is called a heart. Yep. And so you pretty much gonna clean it, wash it, peel it. And I won't use my cutting board for this one. I'm just gonna dice them up very nicely. Yep. So you cut them straight very nicely, and then you dice them up. Yeah, I like to use my chopper, because it diced them up very nicely and quickly. Yeah. Moving along. Yeah, so this is all the veggies together, looking very pretty and ready for the pot. I'm not going to use the sweet potato today. I will use the coco and the yellow yam. Okay. Now look, right now I have the meat. So this is the beef. I have to put the beef in first because beef take a bit longer to cook. So I have to start cooking it at least 30 to 40 minutes before I even put like the chicken foot in there. All right, and then the chicken foot will be the second thing I'll put in there, maybe like 30 minutes after the beef. That way it can cook with the beef because the chicken foot is kind of harder. And then I'll put everything else. And now once everything is halfway cooked, I'm gonna go ahead and put the veggies in there. All right, usually I'll use corn, but today I really did forget to buy corn. And I love to cook my soup with corn. All right, so we're just gonna, you know, mix it up once you put it in there. See how beautiful? Oh my God, this is going to be so yummy. I call it a quadruple hitter because they have 4 types of meat in there. So much protein. At this point, you can go ahead and add your dumpling, your yam, and other foods and cook to the end. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to subscribe. Cheers to you, my friends.